Had a nice little thing, but I had to let it go. Cause I'm only after M's, kinda like the letter O. Cause my true color's green, so
hey guys, welcome back to another video. Once again, I have a different background. Guys, I'm trying to switch it up. I'm trying to keep it fresh. I'm trying to figure out what my look is, what's going on. I'm just trying to figure it out, and hopefully you guys are along for the ride with me. Well, thanks for clicking on this video. Today I have a pretty cool video for you guys. I'm going to be doing a wig review. So, right now I have on a wig. Sure you couldn't tell. I always wonder, like, can people really tell? I mean, obviously some wigs you can tell, depending on how you laid it or whatever. But you know, like, one day my hair is like black, and then one day it's like brown. So I always wonder what people think. Like, what do they really think is happening? But anyway, this is a wig that I purchased. I purchased it from RPG Hair. There's RPG Hair Show, and then there's RPG Hair. So I got it from RPG Hair, girl, because I ain't got no RPG Hair Show money, okay? I mean, you know, maybe one day, but for today, on my college budget, we are dealing with our RPG Hair. And I actually really love this company. I bought my first wig from this company, and I loved it. This isn't it. It was another unit, and it was like a, I don't know, Brazilian wave or something like that. It had a beautiful curl pattern, whatever, texture. It lasted me over a year, and I was wearing it every day. Like, this was my protective style because I had big chops. I was wearing the wig every day because I wasn't sure how to style my short hair yet. So I was wearing the wig every day to work, and it held up great. It looked so natural. I loved the wig. So I went ahead and bought two more from RPG Hair. So this is one of them, and this one was, I'm looking it up for you guys so I don't mess it up. The name of it, the SKU, was LFW31. I'll have it below in the description box. And so it's a big density 360 lace wig, body wave Indian Remy hair, which is interesting, guys, because later on I will tell you, you know, I was looking at this hair and I'm like, I don't know why it feels like, is Indian Remy actual real Brazilian hair? Because I feel like, or not Brazilian, but real hair, virgin hair, because my last wig definitely was different than this. I guess I didn't really pay attention to that aspect of it, whether it's Indian Remy or whatever, but I definitely feel like this has a different texture, so I was really wondering. I didn't think Indian Remy hair was real natural hair. You know what? Listen, I listened to the read, and they always say, if you don't know something, girl, go to good old Google. Okay, guys, I stand corrected. Remy hair is not always virgin hair, but it is natural hair. So this is natural hair, which really is interesting to me because I don't understand why I feel like it gets more tangled easier. I don't know. I don't really think I've been putting any weird products in it, but that's been my experience. I got it in 12 inches. That's the length of it. The hair color was natural. The cap size was medium. And then it's 150% heavy density, which is different because last time I usually get the lowest density because I'm not the girl who wants to be out here with the thickest hair, because I want it to look as natural as possible. Like, even if you're like, oh, you got thin hair, I mean, I don't want it to look thin, but I don't want it to be like these big voluptuous, you know, hair. But I did try the 150 since I got the 12-inch. So the idea that I had for this hair was I wanted it to be a shoulder length look that I could wear, maybe not every day, but you know, when you just want like a shoulder length, like cute little behind the ear, big wavy curls type of thing. It doesn't, I wouldn't say that it curls when it's wet. It waves up, but it's not really a cute type of wave. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's not straight, but it's also not like curly. So I usually use a wand, and I just do big curls in them, as you can see, and I usually brush them out. So right now this is my hair after I curled it, but I also brushed it out. I've been wearing the side part. I've worn the middle part before on this wig, but one thing that I really struggled with, that I didn't struggle with in my last wig, I think it's because the last wig that I got from RPG Hair was, I believe it was already like pre-plucked and I think it already had a part in it. So it was really obviously easy to put the hair on and then just kind of have that part. But even switching parts I felt like was a lot easier with that hair. I just had to like use my spray bottle to wet it a little bit and then lay it down, and it would just kind of dry that way. This hair, I struggled. I really did not know for the first few times how to lay it down and make it look natural and make the part and all this stuff. Like, it took a lot of work, and I realized that I had to wet the hair and then I have to use a little bit of mousse on wherever the part is, and then like where there's a hump at the top or anything like that, and I let it dry like that. Or I have to let it dry like that, put it on my head, and then put a scarf on. So finally, I realized how to get the hair to actually lay down, and so that was that, and I was very happy about that. Okay, so this hair does hold a curl very well. I can get really tight curls. I remember the first time I tried to get loose curls and I didn't have my wand. I used just like this little, this very small barrel curling iron, and it was some not Shirley Temple curls because those are bigger, but it was very curly, so it definitely like the hair curls and then it stays. So a lot of times when I do put the wig on, it's been curled a few days before, and I can just slap it on, brush it out, and so it's more of like a wavy pattern. As you see here, it's more like a wavier curl than like a tight curl. And then I might just fix a few pieces after that. Oh, I've noticed that the hair does break off, which is kind of interesting. Like, you know how your hair, you can see little pieces of it? I see that with this hair, which is so interesting to me. So I do use a like sulfate-free shampoo on it, as well as a conditioner. Pretty much what I use for my natural hair is what I use on it, and I mean, it dries really soft and stuff, but I do notice that it breaks, and it also has some shedding. But I mean, it's nothing really like horrendous or anything. It's just like, you know, if I do wash the hair, there's gonna be shedding. If I do brush out the hair, there's gonna be shedding. Just regular degular stuff like that. Oh, I do notice, like, I guess it's not too bad, but there is some matting in the back. And I also noticed that if you go a long day and it is curly, like if it's straight, actually I haven't tried straightening it, but when it's not as curly like this, it doesn't really mat up a lot. Not that, I guess mat up isn't the word, but you know how after a long day your curls might all be moving like this and it's kind of like tangled? That's what I did not notice when I had my other wig, which was, I believe, the real virgin hair versus this hair. This hair, if I go a long night and I curled it, it's gonna be moving like this with me. It gets kind of stiff, I guess. Like now it doesn't feel stiff. Like if you brush it out, it doesn't feel stiff. But if you're just out and about wandering around, it will be. I actually bought this hair while it was on sale. I believe it was like a New Year's sale. It was either Christmas or New Year's, but I'm pretty sure it was New Year's. And so it was like 20 to 25% off. And so I got this wig for $99. Hey! And I really do like it. Overall, I would say that I really like the hair. I'm thinking of dyeing it because I don't know, sometimes I feel like just the black is just kind of harsh. Although it is a natural color, like it's very dark. You can tell there's some hints of brown in it, but mainly it looks black when I look at it. And so I kind of wanted to just soften it up, maybe with a little bit of like a dark brown color. I think it's good for I don't know if I would say everyday use. I don't use it every day. I use it probably every week. You know, towards the end of the week and I don't feel like twisting my hair anymore or something, I might just slap on the wig. Sometimes I wear it with a hat or, you know, something like that if I'm just going on campus. And I really do like the hair, especially for the price. So I really like this wig. I think that it can look very natural if you want to make it look really natural. I think the length is kind of believable. I like how thick it is. At first I was scared because it was 150% and I'm used to, you know, like the smallest or the lowest density. And at first it was really poofy and really a lot to deal with. But now I feel like, you know, once you actually lay it, if you know how, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, I did a lot of experimenting, and I feel like it looks, I think it looks good. I don't know, I feel like it looks. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I look forward to showing you guys more of my protective styles, more of the wigs, and the other styles that I like to do on my hair. If you have any suggestions, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.